Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2021. The future is now with Borussia Dortmund. Today, Arminia Bielefeld in the Bundesliga and then Inter Milan in the second leg of our Champions League first knockout round, where we are currently 3-2 up and we've got 3 away goals. Oh yeah, and we are no longer invincible. Since the last episode, we've played 2 matches and we picked up 1 point. We drew 3-3 with Bayer Leverkusen, Belotti, Piatek and Dodo scoring a goal in the 95th minute to give us an equaliser in that one. And then we lose against Schalke 3-1. Adeyemi with the only goal of the game for us. We missed a penalty thanks to Anthony Martial. Dodo had an absolute shocker. We are obviously still top of the table at the moment because basically we were a long way ahead. It's now only 7 points. We do have the early game though this week against Arminia Bielefeld on the Friday. Dortmund, we're Dortmund, Munich. Bayern Munich are playing Red Bull Leipzig. Interesting, on Saturday night. Right, let's go forward, let's play Bielefeld. Hopefully, we can get back to winning ways. The starting lineup then for the Bielefeld game will be Mitchell Price in goal because it is one of the lesser sides in the league and that's what we're going to do. Dodo, Koundé, Zagadou and Guerrero as the back four. Luis San Antonio in the middle. Zaniolo and Reyna on the wings. Adeyemi and Belotti as our strikers. On the bench, we do have, obviously, a very strong subs bench, because it always is. Onana, Popov, Bellingham, Martial, Ungar, Magno, Piatek, Firpo, and Julian Brandt. This episode, we won't be seeing Anthony Van Housden. It's not Van Housden. It's Zinho Van Housden. Anthony Verhoeven. We won't be seeing him because he's currently out injured for this match, and he's not registered for the Champions League, annoyingly. So, we just have to hope that our regular players do well and score some goals. We've not won a game now in 2 matches, which doesn't actually sound terrible, but for a team that is literally, or was, invincible in the league up until 17, 18, 19 games, something stupid like that, to then suddenly lose and draw a game on the spin, that's a bit of a worry. Bielefeld currently rooted to the bottom of the table. If we don't pick up 3 points in this one, we are suddenly in danger of slipping down the table, I think. It's taken nearly 15 minutes of the game, and we have a highlight. We have a free kick, apparently, in a very good position. Reyna steps up, curling effort from the American. His 10th goal of the season. We're 1-0 up against Bielefeld. Hopefully, this is the first of many goals in this match. I think we should be able to put 6 or 7 past Bielefeld, because they're not very good. They're bottom of the table for a reason. Reyna with a corner now, takes it towards the middle. Moyano gets that ball clear. He, by the way, is one of our players on loan. Reyna gets this ball back in the penalty area. Can he get his shot away? Reyna pulls the trigger. It's hit the post. It's not managed to cross the line. It's still going. Guerrero with the ball into the penalty area. A great tackle from that man. I can't remember what his name was. An ambulance went past. Confused me. Made me talk all nonsense and words, as you can probably tell. We haven't scored, okay? It's not gone in. That's one of the joys of living on a main road, by the way. I'm on like a main ambulance route, so constantly I have to pause the video a lot of the time for ambulances. We've got the ball in the penalty area. I've just seen as well Bielefeld have Luke Wolfenden playing for them, who is also one of our players out on loan. They've probably got loads. This is another reason why living on a main road is annoying, because loud vehicles turn up. Guerrero has this ball on the left-hand side, crosses it in, Belotti's there at the front, chests it down, tries to flick it in, Zaniolo's there, Reyna is there, and Gio Reyna puts it in the back of the net, but the referee is calling this back because Adeyemi was offside. Throw for Guerrero to take to Belotti, back to Rafael Guerrero, he's going to run with it, thought he might play it on the ground, tries to go for goal himself, straight into the hands of Ortega, and that was the whole highlight. Luke Wolfenden then, the former Ipswich man with the free kick for Bielefeld. Che Nunnally, he's going to go inside. Horst, is it Horst? Ilhorst, possibly? Not sure. Sarpe through to Ndai. Mitchell Price, for some reason, just dropped to his knees and didn't actually want to try and save that one. 1 minute left to play of first half injury time. Di Medina to Barriero in the middle of the pitch for Bielefeld. I wanted to win this game 6 or 7-0, and so far, we are barely winning it 1-0. Belotti has this ball inside the Bielefeld half, just about. He's going to run forward towards that right-hand side. Adeyemi back to Luis, across to Antonio. He's gone long to Belotti, chests it down. The Italian goes for goal. Ortega, once again, makes a very good save. We've got 20 seconds. I'm hoping this is enough time to get this corner in. In fact, we've got 5 seconds. Reyna's corner does come in. Zagadou's there, doesn't get on the end of it. The referee should probably blow the whistle now. He does. It's 1-0 at half-time. They've had 1 chance and probably should have scored it. We've had 9 and have only scored 1 of them. I'd like to actually score some more goals. So much so, I'm going to say I'm not happy with your performance. People did get motivated from that. That's good to see. We might need to look at doing possibly some changes in the second half. Piatek, I want to try and get some game times. He's good. Martial is back from his injury, but I didn't want to risk him, so he might be coming on at some point. Guerrero with a free kick 10 minutes into the second half. Zagadou is there, and Zagadu's rich goal-scoring form at the start of the season has kind of dried up, but it's fine. We're still scoring goals from elsewhere. Wolfenden back to Ortega. Now Moyano. Back to Barriero. Bielefeld seem to have a lot of the ball. Like, we seem to be letting them play football, and then they do something stupid like that, and we can then start to possibly counter-attack. Koundé to Marcos Antonio. Back to Zagadou. Zagadou goes forward to Guerrero. Guerrero's going to hopefully pass it. Reyna. He's taken way too long on the ball, in my opinion. Keeps hold of it, though. Dodges a tackle. Tries to get some space for himself, and that's into space. That's just awful. Looks like we've got ourselves another good free kick, and it's obviously going to be Gio Reyna once again. It's not as Guerrero, because it is slightly on Rafael Guerrero's side, and what a free kick that is from the Portuguese fullback. It is 2-0, his second goal of the season. I say fullback, he can play anywhere. We can probably play him up front and he'll do a decent enough job. That, no goalkeeper in the world is saving that one. I'm thinking Adeyemi's coming off. I'm also thinking Zagadou needs to come off. Dodo's having a bit of a shocker, but he's a fullback, and fullbacks, as we know, are broken. Dodo crosses that in. Belotti's there on the head. Ortega holds on to the headed effort from the Italian. Is the highlight carrying on? It looks like it might be. Kicks it long over the halfway line, but Zagadou heads forward, and it's nicked by Zaniolo as well. Now Guerrero. He's going to run with the ball. Down the left-hand side. Keep going, Rafael. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. He's not sticking a foot out just yet. Now Zaniolo. Is he going to cross that ball in? Back to Guerrero. Guerrero crossed this in. Buddy, he's been kicked. It might be a penalty. I think it might have been outside the area. We're going to now spend 63 minutes looking at VAR. While he's doing the VAR, we're going to do ourselves a sub. We're going to bring on Anthony Martial because I want him to get some fitness. We're going to take off Zagadou as well for Denis Popov. Popov has kind of dropped out of the first team since Koundé's signing, so we're going to bring him on, get him a little bit more action. And we still obviously haven't found out about what's going on with the VAR. It isn't a penalty. It was outside the box. After all that, it wasn't even a pen. So, are we going to see the free kick? No, we're not. Of course we're not. Dodo's throw tries to find Martial but can't find him. Koundé forward to Luis. He's going to try and make a bit of space for himself. Now Marcos Antonio to Dodo once again. Passing it around. We've got a lot of pressure on them. Reyna's in on goal here. That's a lovely run from Gio Reyna. He gets his second of the match, his 11th for the season. 3-0 up now against Arminia Bielefeld. I'm thinking Gio Reyna might be on for a hat-trick now. I think there's time. He's got 20 minutes to get his third goal of the game. Now he's got 10 minutes to get his third goal of the game, and Bielefeld have themselves a corner. Reyna, of all players, gets that ball clear. Luis is closing it down, but he's not going to get there first. Barriero has it, plays it backwards. Luke Wolfenden, he's going to run forward with the ball. Marcos Antonio is there. Moyano now. Back to Barriero. They're not doing terrible, are they? They're not doing too badly at all. Their finishing is a little bit to be desired, but when they have the ball in the middle of the pitch, they do a decent enough job. I don't think Reyna's getting his hat-trick. I don't think it's going to happen. 93 minutes then have surpassed. It's 3-0 victory. I would have liked a lot more. I feel like we did enough to get some more. We just weren't particularly good when we actually took our chances. Bielefeld didn't have a single shot on target. 3 more points in the bag. We go 10 points clear at the top of the table. But Bayern Munich are playing RB Leipzig tomorrow. And with that, we have qualified for the Champions League. Fair enough. We've also got a £106 million transfer budget to spend. I literally, right, this season, let me just show you this. We have spent £445 million. No manager needs to spend that. That is £500 million. £500 million has been spent nearly this season in 1 year. That's insane. We don't need another £100 million. We just don't need it. Amin Gouiri for RB Leipzig has just kept us 10 points clear at the top of the table. Leipzig beating Bayern Munich 1-0, their 5th defeat of the season. 10 points clear with how many games? It's 7 games left to play. 10 points clear with 7 league games left. That is it. And we don't have difficult league games. We have Paderborn in 17th. We have Frankfurt in 15th. Freiburg up in 10th. Leipzig is the hardest one, obviously, we've got there. Werder Bremen, Union Berlin and Köln. We have got easy games. We can lose against Köln, we can lose against Leipzig and Freiburg, and as long as we win the other 4, we are champions of Germany. That's ridiculous. We might do this in our final season. We also might win the Champions League. Let's go forward to the Inter Milan game. 3-2 up after the first leg. If we don't concede a goal, we go through to the next round. So for the home match against Inter Milan, we are obviously going for a very strong side. It's going to be Onana in goal replacing Mitchell Price because it's Inter Milan. We don't want to be playing our 17-year-old, I think he is still 17, Australian goalkeeper. Dodo, Koundé, Zagadou and Guerrero will be the back four. Luis and Bellingham in the middle today. Zaniolo and Reyna on the wings. Belotti and Martial will be our strikers on the bench. We've got Mitchell Price, we've got Popov, we've got Antonio, we've got Adeyemi, we've got Firpo, we have Julian Brandt, and we have Thales Magno also on the bench. I keep thinking that this third and final season is approaching the end. However, we are still in 3 competitions. We're obviously still in the Champions League. We have to play Werder Bremen in the DFB Pokal semi-final, which I feel like might need to be another episode as well. Obviously, we still have a chance of winning Bundesliga as well. So I think there's like 2 or 3 more episodes still to go after this one. Possibly even if we don't get past Inter Milan. So obviously last time we played Inter, Zapata was a menace, an absolute menace against us. We've got a corner through Reyna towards Zagadou at the front. It's a stooping header from Belotti. Fair enough, not expecting that one. Andrea Belotti gets his 16th goal of the season. That might be his first Champions League goal for us. We have put ourselves 4-2 in front. We have put ourselves 4-2 in front. Even if they score twice, we still go through on away goals. Things are looking really good. If we get another goal, it is going to be very, very difficult for Inter Milan to do much in this match at all. Brozovic with this corner. Bastoni on their head. It goes just over the bar. Bellingham probably should have done a bit better there. Zaniolo has taken a knock, which is a bit of an issue. But I kind of want to just keep him on for the moment. We're still in the first half. That's a straight red card. Who was that? It's Romelu Lukaku is gone. That is a 2-footed off-the-ground tackle from Lukaku. That has suddenly made Inter Milan's job a hell of a lot harder. Still not quite at half-time. Hakimi jumps a tackle. Zaniolo's been... What? What did Zaniolo do? Oh my word. Well, we're both down to 10 then. I don't even know what to do here. Do we suddenly get rid of our width and just go Reyna in the middle? And play him as a attacking midfielder on attack? Sure. I don't know what to do in this situation. We're down to 10 men. I have no idea what to do. They're also down to 10 men, so it's not the end of the world. It's 1-0 at half time. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm gonna throw a water bottle at... No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna thrash arms. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I'll thrash my arms, but you've still done it anyway. We're down to 10 men. Martial, since his injury as well, hasn't been particularly good. He's on a 6.5 at the moment. Belotti, obviously, after scoring the goals, on a 7.0. It's a very quiet game. Dodo's throw to Belotti. Edge of the penalty area. Cross-field ball to Rafael Guerrero. Is he going to have a shot? Tries to get round his man. Does get round his man. Guerrero goes for goal as well. Just over the bar from the fullback. Still 1-0 at the moment. Guerrero with another chance from the throw to Anthony Martial. Finds Jude Bellingham, edge of the penalty area. Tries to get some space. Plays it across to Dodo instead. Back to Florentino Luis. Finds Dodo again. Edge of the area. Belotti's there at the front post. Belotti has tucked that away. I think Belotti might have been offside. The game isn't saying anything. We're taking it. We are definitely taking that goal. We're 2-0 up against Inter Milan. We're going through to the next round of the Champions League. I feel like we need to do some subs because we've done literally none at the moment. We are 20 minutes away from the full-time whistle. Duvan Zapata collects this one. He's going to run. He's got no support at all. Koundé comes over, steals it away, and now Guerrero has this. He's going to go down the left-hand side using his pace. I don't know whether he is fast. He seems like he might be a bit quick. Gets past his man again, crosses it in. Reyna is there. Gio Reyna makes it 3-0 against Inter Milan. We've scored 6 past them. We have absolutely dominated them this time around. We're going to do a couple of subs just to, keep the legs fresh, shall we say. Reyna will keep him on. We'll bring off Florentino Luis for Antonio. We will also do Martial for Magno. Sure, Magno doesn't get a lot of love. He doesn't get a lot of game time at the moment, so we're going to bring him on with 3-0 up. What is the worst that he can possibly do in this situation? Probably need to look at bringing off Koundé as well, because he's not playing so well, but they've only got one striker, so maybe it's not too much of a problem. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the game, Guerrero's throw to Reyna outside the penalty area. Needs a bit of support, crosses it all the way over to Dodo. Loads of space for the fullback. He's going to shoot it. He does shoot it. And Dodo gets his second of the season. 7-2 on aggregate. 4-0 on the night. We are not just going through this Champions League round. We are going through it in absolute style. We've got 10 men. So have they. But we've got 10 men and we've scored 4. Corner late on for Inter Milan. Eriksson takes it. Skriniar is there. Onana makes a very good save from the central defender. And now, are we going to try and do a little bit of a counter-attack and maybe make it 5? Magno flicks ahead onto nobody. He's going to close it down. Brozovic is going to collect this, though, for Inter. Down the line, Hakimi's got it. I think Magno's still chasing him back, you know. It's forward to Zapata. Has no support. Hasn't had any support for a very long time in this game. Guerrero kicks it straight into Zapata. Still no one's getting up there, though. Finally, Hakimi gets there. Ashraf Hakimi makes it 4-1 on the night. 7-3 on aggregate. We really shouldn't have conceded that goal. We really should not have conceded that goal. We're going to do our final sub as well. Basically, we're going to just take off Guerrero for Firpo. A little bit of fitness. They've played, well, Guerrero has played a lot of football. Could probably take Reyna off as well, but I think Guerrero, he's a bit better, as in he's a bit more useful than Reyna. Not that Reyna isn't useful, but we've got players that could replace him. Dodo tries to cross it in, hits Brozovic in the cock and balls, I assume, and then Brozovic kicks it off the pitch. Full time then, and we have won 4-1. We dominated them, absolutely dominated them, and it kind of shows that actually maybe we don't need wingers. Maybe we don't need these wing options. Maybe Pack in the middle of the pitch is actually not a bad idea. Maybe we go 3-3. We go a 4-3-3. Possibly that is an option. Maybe not for Dortmund, but maybe for a different save. When do we find out who we might play in the next round? I've just realised we've just beaten last year's winners 7-3. They won it last season. 2 seasons before was Manchester City both times around. We've beaten last season's winners. And not only beaten them, we beat them convincingly as well. Zaniolo is injured. He's got a bruised foot. He's also suspended. We've picked up £8 or nearly £9 million for winning that game, which is good to see. So when do we find out who we get in the next round of the Champions League? So a couple more games, well actually all games need to play again. So the 17th of the 3rd, which means we're probably not going to find out in this episode. No, we are not going to find out in this episode. Next episode, it'll probably be both of them, won't it? Next episode will probably be both of them. It might be Freiburg, because depending on what happens against Paderborn and Frankfurt and what happens with Bayern Munich, we might be able to win the league against Freiburg. So next episode will be a Champions League game, and it might be a Freiburg match, or it might be a 2 Champions League game. Anyway, I'm waffling. 7 more goals scored in this episode, and we've also proven that we can win games without wingers, we can win games without Anthony Verhoeven, we can win games all over the place, apart from Schalke, where we lose 3-1 and lose our invincible record. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2021 with Borussia Dortmund. We're getting close to the end. If you have been enjoying this season, this series, this save, remember, hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well to get notified whenever new videos are released. I'll be back next time with more The Future Is Now save, and probably a Champions League quarter-final, and maybe even a Bundesliga title in the next episode. Something to look forward to. I'll see you next time.